Hi there, and welcome to what is intended to be an unboxing video for an item which is not actually in production. I wanted to teach my daughter how to play the old Champions game, and through the magic of the internet I was able to get all the stuff back that I had purchased many years ago, back in the early 1980s. And as I was putting things together, I saw that people had added little cutout stand-ups, and that my computer technology allowed me to print out maps and things. So what I wound up with is this boxed set, which I'm calling Champions Classic. And as you can see, I'm going to be using the second edition rules and all of the products up to Deathstroke. That would be Hero 9. So here you can see the contents of the box. We're going to be going with, this is the first edition cover, but the rulebook is actually second edition. Enemies, Island Module number 1 on Island of Dr. Destroyer, Escape from Stronghold, the Champions Game Master screen, Enemies 2, Champions 2 Rules Expansion, and the third module, Deathstroke. So without further ado, I'll open this box and show you what's inside. First thing, you can see that it pops open. I've got a stack of books here. I'll put the Champions rulebook on top. Got some little boxes, which I'm going to get to last. And these things that popped it up are my rather bulky maps. Pull the maps out. Okay, first up, Champions rulebook with the black and white second edition cover. Champions 2. This is actually Hero 8. That should go actually in the back. Viper's Nest, which I'm calling Adventure 0, although I didn't print it on here. I did not laminate the cover on that. Enemies with the second edition cover, although the original wraparound is included in the front and back inside cover. The Island of Dr. Destroyer, Escape from Stronghold, the Game Master screen in 2 pieces, Enemies 2, Deathstroke, and Champions 2 again. So looking at the maps, we have the classic map that used to come with the boxed set right here. I did it in 2 pieces. This is printed on A3 lamination. If you're going to play the Viper's Nest, here's the construction site, Christopher Park, and all 4 levels of the Viper base, printed slightly larger than scale for the most part. Oh, by the way, the original base map that would come with the box set is properly at scale. It took 6 sheets of paper, but only 2 A3 laminate pouches to do that. Now with the Island of Dr. Destroyer, here's the island map, not to scale, of course. Some of the maps I had to make certain compromises in order to get them. One of the Dr. Destroyer maps, 2 pieces. Usually I had to do them a little bit small. And in some cases I had to cut the edges off, but if you're playing it and the players need to see, you can just show them out of the module what the full map looks like. But pretty much the areas you need for gaming and combat for those modules are here on the maps, mostly in 2 pieces each. And there's the end of the Dr. Destroyer maps. Escape from Stronghold, administration level map right here. Generator level map. Whoops. Ha. Generator level map right here. And of course the most important one, prison level maps right here. Deathstroke, the bank map, which just very conveniently happens to match to scale on the original map that came with the box set. So let's see, the bank itself is actually right here, and the front of the bank matches to scale. I didn't intend that, it just came out that way, so they very conveniently overlap. Deathstroke Central Command Area, slightly smaller than scale. Living area, smaller than scale. Lab Complex, again, slightly smaller than scale, in 2 pieces on this one. And unfortunately, the hangar I had to do basically 1/4 of its size. This had so many hexes on it that to print it to scale would have required 16 sheets of paper and 8 laminating pouches, which basically would have made a map that's larger than the play table I actually have to work with. So I just decided to go with 1/4 of the scale and live with it because it's not really that important. Most of this is just empty area, and you can just count hexes for range modifiers and things like that. Okay, so that's it for all of the maps that are included with the set. Now you may have noticed earlier in the video some of these little boxes that I have floating around inside the set right here. So what's in here? Well, I cut out, laminated, cut out again, trimmed, and then added magnets to all of the standees for the basic sets that people had done. So this includes all of the characters that are in the Basic Champions 2nd edition rulebook, plus I had Eurostar from Enemies 2 added in here because I really had nowhere else to put it, to put them. Now these boxes are actually just a single sheet of A4 paper, laminated and then folded with a little bit of tape, so they're quite durable. They should open and close quite a few times before they fall apart. Much better than just basic paper. There's Fiaccio from Eurostar. Here's Mechanon or Meccanon from, actually that's the 3rd edition version. I did not make a 2nd edition version. I would have had to make that one myself. There's Armadillo. Armadillo is actually duplicated in this set. So anyway, there's those. Viper's Nest. I have 12 of the United Nations trooper agents plus some Viper agents in this box. No one had made a standee for the UN troopers, so I did this right here. It's only in black and white, unfortunately, because I did not have good photo editing software. This one has Brick, Cheshire Cat, Blue Jay, Viper leaders, and 10 Viper agents. So you've got a full set of Viper agents and Untitled agents in there. 3 boxes of characters from the Enemies expansion. Everyone is here. Everything you need for the island of Dr. Destroyer. So Dr. Destroyer, Armadillo, Hideous, Laser, Panda, Raccoon, Sledge, Vibron, Wyvern, and 7 agents of Dr. Destroyer. Also, if you're a fan of the Genocide group from the Enemies thing, this box actually has 10 agents of Genocide and 6 of the Mark V Minutemen. So those standees are readily available for you to play with as well. And then they conveniently fit away. Everyone you needed for Stronghold. This one was most difficult for me because I don't have good art skills for drawing the full characters. Only 3 of the villains had already been done. That was Ripper, Esper, and Freon. Let's see, this box, you need guards. So I have the Warden, 2 lieutenants, 3 sergeants, and 6 guards in here. And I basically just had to use pieces of the cover art for that. On the inside art, I had a guard here. I colored one of these just to make the Warden, so I had to get a little bit creative to do quick ones. And in the case of the villains and the robots, I got the robots here too, so if you were a fan of those guard robots and service robots, I have, let's see, all 6 of the villains, 4 Type 1, 3 Type 2, and 2 Type 3 robots. Here's Sonar. See, I didn't have a full standee for her. Here's one of the type 1 robots. No backsides to these. Now there was one of Ripper available, so I did that. By the way, these guys are all weighted with magnets, so if you have a metal surface like a whiteboard, magnetic whiteboard to set on your tabletop, they'll just stick to the magnets. They'll stick with the magnets. And the other thing is, because they're all the magnets are set facing the same way, so when you get them on a nice slick surface, they'll actually repel each other a little bit. Or if you stick them like this, they'll stick to each other. So anyway, that's that. 2 boxes of leftovers from Enemies 2. Here are the groups. Here's Terror Incorporated, just the one group. Eurostar is in the original box. And here's some leftover basic other characters that were not in teams. Let's see, Deathstroke. There I have all the destroyers. I only included the original 5 destroyers. I did not include any of the updated versions of the characters. Dr. Death, Dr. Draconis, some Cyborg Ants, Giant Mantis, and some Deathstroke agents are in here. This box includes a few more Deathstroke agents plus the Special American Tactics agents. So you can do teams of them as well. Let's see. Special American Tactics. There he is. Nice old red, white, and blue. Because I live in Korea, I'm actually thinking of modifying these for a specialized Korean team. And I'll be making my own for that. And now there are 2 unlabeled boxes. One box is just totally empty for whatever the game player would want to use it for. And in this case, I'm using this one for, of course, lots of D6. So that's it for the unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were interested. This is not a sales demo. I'm not actually trying to sell this product or get anyone to produce it. I just wanted to show you what I came up with. And that's that. Bye-bye.